Well, praise the Most High today, family. We say hallelujah and praise the highest today. Let me get my seat adjusted correctly. Yes, indeed. Family, it's a gorgeous day here in the Carolinas. And we're so glad to see it. So glad to be in the land of the living. Giving the Most High Yahuwah praise. Saying praise the Most High today. Family, the Most High is so good to us. So good. I just can't say it enough. Can't say it enough. And this idea comes from this little old lady with big cheeks. I don't know if someone else has seen her recording, but it stood out to me very much so. She said, I just come to sit with you a spell, I think she said. I just come to sit with you a spell. Just to let you know someone is willing to spend time with you.
And the Most High,
He wants us to come and sit with him a spell. Just to let him know we love him. And he brought that back to my memory last evening. Right after I had finished editing the prayer recording, which it took me some time. While I was sitting there and I was about to watch some television with my aunt for a spell. And I like to sit with her for a while. Like I said, to let them know that, they're worth my time to spend time with. And the Most High reminded me of what that little old lady said. I said, well, Pop, I'm coming to spend some time with you. Just because. I don't want nothing. I just want to spend time in your presence. And when I did, this is what he said. Are you worth my most valuable time? And that was the question that I was posing to him. Is he worth your most valuable time? And this is what he posed back to me. Am I getting a full return from my investment in you? And then I wrote, your will is my desire. And I just sat there, family. Well, I just laid there. I threw my hands up behind my back, kicked my feet up, propped myself up on my pillow, and just laid there in his presence. And just talked to him. And reminded him of how much he meant to me. How things don't always go the way I plan or want or desire. But I'm sticking in there with him. I'm going to continue to trust him. I reminded him that he has put me through some very tough situations. But that I know that it was for my own good. And like I said before, thanking him for the pressure. Because it has a purpose in my life. I reminded him that how he had been here for me, and I hadn't always been here for him. From the time I was a kid, running around these fields and in them yards, playing cowboys and Indians. And he came and visited me. And I had turned my back on him. My first love, and how I had left this area and came back to a full circle, and how I had rekindled our relationship even stronger than before, and how that I didn't want nothing from him. I just want to sit here in his presence and remind him that I love him. And I don't take him for granted. Family, this is what he desires of each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. Like we said, to whomever will. Come. Spend time. Get to know him. Just lay in his presence. See, this is what life is all about. Thank you, Pa. I was just thinking earlier, from the time I've been away from here, how much time had I really spent with my father? from the time I had been gone and away, gotten married. How much actual time have I spent with him, my physical father? In those 30, 35 years. 30. Not 35 years altogether before I got married. I was married 25 years. How much time did I actually spend with my father? And it wasn't a whole lot. Somebody out here carrying on with the gun. They just need to stay over that way. They can't be doing no hunting, real hunting out here. I think it's just squirrel season and rabbit season. But yeah, it's he said, are you worthy of my most valuable time? And this was my question to him that he posed to me to ask him. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but this is what he told me. You only have so much time on this earth. Who is worth your time? And in reality, he was telling me, I'm the most important person in your life, or the most important individual in your life. And it will behoove you to spend your time with me, your most valuable time. And then he said, am I getting a full return from my investment in you? And this really made me think. Because there was plenty of opportunities, family, for him to just let me go. Because I was dirty. Doing some stuff I'm ashamed of even speaking on now. Not too dirty. Don't get me wrong, not that bad. Just the stuff that you wouldn't want to see your son or daughter doing. That you taught them better to not to do stuff like that. Not to treat other people like that. Not to be selfish like that. Not to hurt your own people like that. Not to sell your own people poison. That's what I'm talking about. And I just wanted to pose this question back to us today. Simple idea, short and simple. Is the Most High getting a full return from the investment he invested in you? Can you answer that question today? Can you say he's getting a full return off the investment that he invested in you? A full return off of his investment in you. And the only way to be able to say yes to this question is you're saying your will is my desire. Whatever you ask me to do, I'll do. Wherever you ask me to go, I'll go. I want to be a living sacrifice for you. And the more you have this mindset, the more you would be like Yahushua. Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. Whatever comes, whatever goes. Whoever comes, whoever goes. You're looking beyond like Yahushua did. Beyond that stake. Beyond that whipping. Beyond the ridicule. Beyond the spits in the face. And saying, Father, I do whatever you ask me to do. Pardon me. He's being too good to me, family. I should have that stamp across the top of my forehead. I owe. And there's no other way to look at it. I was telling this young lady who in her profile has her chest hanging out, her hind part hanging out. And she approached me in my messages, said, "Hey, handsome." I said, "Well, thank you for the compliment, my sister." And I believe I said her name. and said a few more kind words back. Thank you for the kind words. And she came back and said, well, where are you from? I said something about the Most High quick. I was like, do you love the Most High Yahuwah? And I'm from Carolina, North Carolina, I think I said. And she said, yeah, I love Yahuwah. Yeah, I guess I love Yahuwah. It went some kind of way like that. With his name, lowercase y. I think that's what they said. She said, I guess I love Yahuwah. Why not? I think that's exactly what she said. Yeah, why not? And I wrote back, didn't sound too convincing. And then I explained to her the reason I asked is because this is who I am and what I do. I'm all about him. That's why I'm on this platform, to tell other people about him. And she came back with something else. And after that, I simply wrote, did I pass the test? Did I pass the test? And I said that's what I thought. I said, I passed the test. Because I ain't try to holler. Especially when she said she's here in North Carolina. No, I'm not falling for the bait. That's all it was. Now, regardless if she was a for real person or spook trying to lure me to come and holler at her or to come see about her. No, we well beyond them days. And yes, I passed the test because whatever his desire is my will. And that's not inside his will. Plus, whooped my hind part enough to be trying to chase some tail in this season and any more seasons of my life. For me, family, it's all about his will. His will is my desire. But did Paul say I strive for the high mark, the high calling? And so when we all get to that area in our lives, that's all that matters. It's the high call. Like the text says, many are called, but few are chosen. And we did a recording about that one a while ago. We said that everybody's called, but you choose yourself. You choose yourself when you answer the call. And say, yes, sir, I'll go. I do what you're calling me to do. I do what you're asking me to do, what you're demanding me to do. Even though you give me free will. I'm coming. And I'm coming with my heart in my hands. Saying, take it. I want your plan. I want your desire. I want your will for my life. Your agenda is my agenda. And we're going to drop this script and we're going to go. And it's Psalms 24, 1-2. The earth is Yahuwah's and the fullness thereof, the world and those who dwell therein. For he has founded it or created it upon the seas and established it upon the rivers. Yes, sir. Thank you, Pop. I saw this post. I'm going to say this and we're going to go. I saw this post where this, a bunch of folks were out taking a picture of a mountain. And I must admit the mountain was very nice looking. It was lit up looking golden. Like the whole mountainside, the top of the mountain was gold. It was just the angle the sun was hitting it. And I said to myself, well, I put in the comments, I said, well, now if we only had that kind of awe and excitement, I believe, for the creator that made the mountain and the sun that's shining on it. See, we'll glory more in works than we would the Father, the creator. But as we just read, he owns it all. And the key point about him owning it all, family, and he told me this last night. He said, why don't people just look in the mirror and be awe-inspired by what you see in the mirror? Just like you are when you go to the 7 wonders of the world. You are one sitting right here in front of you, in front of yourself. And see, he has invested all of this in us. Blew fresh air in our lungs as soon as we came out of our mama's womb, just like he did Adam. He said, whew. And when he blew that air in our lungs, he said, go. Multiply. Reestablish this earth. Like I told your forefather Adam to do, and Eve. But they couldn't live up to it. They were selfish. And he had already invested time in them. He had already been with them long enough for them to take his orders and walk him out. But see, as soon as the opportunity came for them to be selfish, they were selfish. But what about us? Are we going to run away from him in the cool of the day when he come to visit us? We're going to say, I don't have time. Are we going to say, I feel guilty. I feel dirty. No, he said, come unto me, all that are laden and heavy laden. Laid down, heavy loaded down with the cares of this world. The sin that we walk in. He's saying, turn away from that mess. I got you. Just come and spend some time. And stop coming begging. Stop coming begging. You already got everything you need. If you're alive and breathing, come and holler. Any and everything else you need, I got you. But come spend some time. Hallelujah, family. We're going to let that be our time. Family, I love the Most High today. And I'm learning. The most valuable time I have is with him. The most valuable time I can spend is with him. When I spend my time, because it's an investment back into him. See, he's giving us eternity, family. Hallelujah. We're going to let that be our time. We love you so much, family. Do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Spend some time. Shalom.